What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Hello. I am Mark. I am your host for Late Nights with Mark. But you knew that already, because hopefully you're probably already a fan, so you've been watching for a while. But anyways, a lot of stuff to talk about. Hopefully you guys are going to get to see a few of the jokes that I've been working on, some other material and stuff I've been doing. We're also going to talk the sports, talk music, stuff like that. Let's get it going with March Madness. How's your bracket doing? Mine is actually not doing too bad. I, of course, went with the majority of the country and the way they were going, and everyone picked Kentucky, I'm sure. Probably my bracket has Kentucky winning the whole thing. And barring a couple upsets like UCLA, which I don't know, we'll see how long their tournament run's going to end, because, you know, they got the call on that goaltend there, and by the way the rule was written, sure enough, it was a goaltend, but I think we all know that shot was not going in, and come on, who actually likes Bryce Alford? He's a douche. But anyways, tournament's looking good. Kentucky, Duke, both of them playing insane out of their minds. Clearly, both those teams have a lot of guys that are going to be going to the NBA. So, yeah, that's why I think in these games, upsets happen in the earlier rounds, and anything can happen, and that's why UCLA moved on. They played a 14 seed because a 14 seed got an upset. But over the course of, the 5-6 rounds that they have to play, the talent of the true champion is going to emerge right there. Excuse me, I have to get my beer. I'm a little swole on this right here. Going a little Firestone Union Jack. I've not had one of these in a while. Quite tasty. I highly recommend it. And check out the Vendome in Toluca Lake on the corner of Riverside and Cahuenga right there. Legit spot. They have a wide selection of very nicely curated beers that the likes of which many I have never seen before, and clearly some good ones like this. But yeah, definitely check it out. Shout out to them. But enough tournament and beer stuff like that. Let's check out the NBA scoreboard. I don't know if you've been checking out the blogs, West Coast Bias Sports. Make sure to do that. That's my NBA blog right there, where I try to keep you guys informed and abreast of all matters in the association right there. Tonight, I don't know, let's talk about the race for MVP since the Saints are pretty set. Golden State's been dominating. Memphis is there, Houston is there, and no one talks about Memphis. They're a really good team. Houston's there, your MVP candidates. You got Steph Curry, James Harden, Russell Westbrook, and the forgotten LeBron James, because he plays in the much, much weaker Eastern Conference. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, LeBron's awesome. We know he's still the best player in the league, but it's kind of like, the Jordan thing. I think people want something new, and that new thing is James Harden, Steph Curry, those guys, and just they represent the current state of the game and the pace and space and the threes and just efficiency overall. And I love, I don't know if I love Harden's game, but Steph Curry's game I love. And I love everything Golden State does. Stat of the day I got from First Take, Skip Bayless, of all people. Golden State leads the league in overall team assists by more than 2 a game. So that means everybody's getting the ball. Everybody's getting a piece. It's not just Steph and Klay Thompson. It's a lot of guys doing a lot of things on those teams. Clippers, we'll see what they do. They've been playing pretty well, mopping the floor with opponents. Chris Paul's playing out of his mind in the month of March. A lot of other teams, Portland, we'll see what happens to them. They got some injuries. The East, we know it's Atlanta and Cleveland. I actually had the privilege of going to see the Atlanta Hawks play in person at Staples Center against the Lakers. They ended up beating the Lakers. Dennis Schroeder, German Rondo, had the best game of all the Hawks. Kyle Korver broke his nose. But it was actually a really good game, very competitive, top to bottom. So, as always, get out and watch a basketball game. We got about 10 games left in the regular season before the playoffs start. Clippers will be in it for sure here in Southern California. It's a great time to be a basketball fan. I absolutely love this stuff. Oh, man. Festivals and music. Can we talk Coachella? Coachella's coming up in 3 weeks. Are you ready to die, people? Sorry, I had to do that for a dramatic effect right there. But yes, are you ready to die? I think everyone out there knows who I'm most excited to see. I mean, it's definitely going to be like the headliners, Drake, AC/DC, Jack White. They're all going to be sick. In terms of EDM, I think there's going to be a lot of cool things. People who I haven't seen who I think should be pretty chill. I think Madion's going to be pretty cool. I know Dioro's going to be really cool. I'm interested to see Kygo and his Tropical House. Interested to see Axel and Grosso. They're going to be awesome. In terms of non-EDM acts, Interpol could be interesting. The Weeknd is going to be sick. My buddy Robert out there has been talking about Hozier. I think he could be really cool too. I'm interested to see Sturgill Simpson also. Oh, totally forgot Oliver Heldens, who's awesome. Gonna acknowledge Rod. He told me about Oliver Heldens first. Oliver Heldens is the truth. Absolutely love his shit right there. So get all of that and some of that in your life. We only got about 3 weeks to Coachella and absolute madness, so be prepared to be inundated by me on your social media feeds with just tons of shit, because I'm gonna go nuts. Speaking of going nuts, I've also decided we're going to be going to Vegas for my birthday. Whether or not I get into EDC doesn't matter. There's still tons of shows. And Martin Garrix is playing at the new club at Caesar's Palace, Omnia. Need to find a way to go to that. That's like without question. It's only like $30 too. So yeah. But as always, that stuff's going good. Sorry, I apologize for the prolonged. I was going to take a sip of beer, and I'm just thinking about what jokes I want to do. I guess I'll go straight with the dirty one. Let's talk about the female orgasm. I am privy to many magazine covers at work, so, obviously I read them, and I'm observant of them. And, Cosmo is one of them. And it said something about, or I don't know if it was Cosmo or Women's Health, but it said something about, for women, how to have a better orgasm. And that's the difference between the female orgasm and the male orgasm, is that all male orgasms are good. That's why we jack off and go through Kleenex the way we do, because we don't care. Any nut busted is a good one. It's like watching the Discovery Channel and, animals humping. The bear goes over for like 3 seconds. Boom, done. He's out of there. So yes, you never hear about ways to improve the male orgasm because they're all pretty darn good. Sorry, ladies. But, really? What are we as guys supposed to do? Like, we're giving them an orgasm, but it's not good enough? Like, I don't know. I'm sorry about that. And I guess my next piece, I'll go on to people who don't quite know how to turn up correctly. There was this guy who walked in carrying two 30-packs of Tecate. You would think he'd be going to party, but no. Apparently the party had already happened, and it didn't go so well because he wanted to return 30 packs, and I told him, sorry, dude, we don't return alcohol. It's just kind of how it goes, because in my mind, too, who returns alcohol? You drink that shit. That's a lesson that you learn in college, at the very least. Drink that shit. Who the fuck returns beer? It's going to get you drunk. But, he had bought in 30 packs. And apparently only one was consumed. So I'm assuming it wasn't that crazy of a party, but who returns alcohol? It's gonna get you drunk. And in this case, yes, Tecate is shitty. He should put that towards, some better alcohol overall. I think I'm running out of time, so laters. Late Nights with Mark, West Coast Spy Sports, Dodgers versus, check it out.